Okay, my friends, welcome back, and as promised, the next video in the line is 57Fordman. He's issued a challenge for construction type vehicles, agricultural plant, I guess. So 40, this is a shout out to you, sir. Please go check his channel, 57Fordman. I know a lot of people in this community that are friends of mine are friends of his, and we all know Fordy to be a genuine gentleman, a real good soul, somebody I've got a lot of time for. So I'm only happy to do this challenge, and please follow Fordy's lead and let's see what you've got out there. Just before we go into it, quick update. People are asking about this beautiful piece here. Yes, it's moved on. Yes, it's fixed. And yes, I took advice. I can't remember who I had a conversation with now. But basically thought this was too thick. I agreed with him, but it was never finished. And so basically you can see where I've ripped them individual boards for a rustic look. And these boards were flush with that black cab line. Now you can see how much I've took the wood down. It's glued into place. And now we have a flatbed hauler. I've still got to decide whether I'm going to Dutch wax it or varnish it or paint it or put some clear on it. But yeah, apart from just putting that treatment on the wood, I think we're going to call this one done. Look at it in its entirety. I'm happy with that. It's something that came out of nothing from my friend Fireman Food 1988. And I'm really pleased to have that one in my collection. She's beautiful. So anyway, on to Fordy's channel. So I struggle like hell, and I did manage to loosely cobble together 10 pieces, and it was a job. So let's go. And first place we're going to is the North or South Pole, Arctic Expeditions. There we go. We got a piece from Matchbox. We've got all manner of heavy tools in the back there, and canisters, and suggestion of spare track parts there. Again, this is a fixed track. We have got the wheels underneath for it to roll not very well, but it does roll. And the reason I've put this in is that when I see these Arctic stations for science experiments, weather stations, you name it, they have these to cart the hexagonal domes that they call them, geodesic or something. This one, if you're English, you'll know this one looks like it's sponsored by Barclays Bank. That's their emblem. I think it's imperialistic. Could be Austrian, don't know. But anyway, so yeah, they have them lugging the buildings around before they construct them. They also have them hitched up to sleds that carry these really super efficient insulated porta cabins that lock together and heat up. And you know, you've seen these Arctic stations. So I'm claiming that one as an Arctic weather station construction vehicle. This one, oh sorry, that was Matchbox, of course. Here's his mate, although this one's got the national parks on, so this can be used as a logger. Again, we've got some heavy monkey wrenches in the bank there. That's talking about Barclays Bank in the back. But again, I've seen plenty of these in the Arctic. Again, used as tow masters, tug masters, and help in the construction. So that's my ropey 10 and 9. I think I might have just got away with that. 40, have I got away with that? Are you going to allow that, sir? If you ain't, I can't do 10. But now we are talking. And that was Matchbox as well. And here's another Matchbox, because I think they do the best construction vehicles. This one, somebody's told me this is a tree splitter, a grinder or something. This does say on it tree lugger. So I'm aware that that's, or been made aware in the past, that's some piece of kit they use to split or shred. But yeah, we need wood in construction, and this is the start of the process. Another loose theme maybe, but I'm claiming it. Nice vehicles, them three. And then we do get into the real meat and bones of the construction. This thing here is a Matchbox Lesney. This is a British truck. And my father used to drive one of these. And it's an AEG. AEC, sorry. Original condition, yes, there's some play wear on it. But it's a good clean piece. It's all original. A flatbed for transporting pallets of bricks, bales of timber, sacks of cement. This was a British workhorse on building sites. We know it's a 3-tonner because it's just a squat cab with 4 wheels, day cab. And that's what their load restriction usually was, a 3-ton. So that was a firm favourite on the building sites when I was growing up. And then we'll get into some heavy stuff now. Again, we know these. We call them front loading shovels. I used to drive one of these. Again, depending on the size of the counterweight, you could put up to 3 ton in the bucket at once. But I always found the bigger the vehicle, the easier it was to drive. I think this is a Matchbox. Let's have a look. It's a Quarry King Mattel, so yeah, it's Hot Wheels or Matchbox. Same group now, isn't it? But yeah, she's a pretty one. I say she's a little bit articulate. She does hold her own weight there. So yeah, that's I suppose their version of a JCB. Other brands are available in other countries. She's if I put that up there, she is a very good and smoothly roller. I reckon if that had fit on a racetrack, that might be a competitor. Alas, I don't think so. So, I think Fordy, you had something similar in your collection to this. This is a Matchbox piece. I picked it up because it's so simplistic, and I don't think you quite knew what the term for this forklift was. This is a brick and wood handler on building sites, and it's a teleporter. It's not meant to articulate anything other than up or down. We've got a lever here, look. And basically all that does is go up and down, and then this front part moves in and out on a ram to reach. So it's an extra long reach truck, but we call them a teleporter. Last year piece from Matchbox. I like it. It's simple. It's functional. I am trying to get a construction vehicle case together, but it's no agency for me. This one I picked up on holiday in Fuerteventura last year. It's got nothing on the bottom to show you. It's on this little piece. It's not going to win any beauty awards. It does articulate, and it holds its own weight up there, so that's good. Again, another JCB-esque type vehicle. You know, good, simple. It's in line with anything else. And this is an RMZ or an RMZ City. I think it cost me the equivalent in Spanish of about 80 pence. I just liked it. I thought it was a fun piece. And it sits there well enough. So we've got, well, what we've got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Now we're moving into my top 3. This one I love. Matchbox. This is what we call a screw auger, or a piling machine, a drill rig, and this moves up and down, as you can see, and it's got that knob there so that you can actually turn the screw if you're playing with them, which I must admit I don't, or at least I'm not admitting to it on camera. But yeah, it's on one of these little skidoo things, isn't it? You can get one of these from our hire shops and drive it down the side of your house. Obviously a boring tool for drill rigs, piling steel piles, concrete piles into the ground, but that's how it all starts. Taking core samples. A good fun piece, a little bit different to everything else I've got in my collection. Kind of stuck with this one, which one to place, number 1 and number 2. Alright, I've decided this is my number 2 piece. A very, very heavy earth mover. Bulldozer. And this is a Matchbox from the year 2000. No articulation in them treads, but we have got the wheels. We have got this moving up and down and holding its own weight. It rolls-ish. But yeah, it looks a little different to everything else I've got. But I like it. And that's number 2. And so we move to my number 1 piece. And this is simply a road scraper or a terrain scraper. See these the world over. When they're ploughing out gradients, you've got that massive scoop at the front and the even bigger one at the front, and they just set it to the depth. And the position of the blade, which is fluted on this side, means that it scrapes and then it pushes the aggregate out to the side, and then maybe his mate here can come and scoop it up and put it for landfill, backfill, hardcore for the road surface, anything. But we'd be nowhere without this piece of kit. A workhorse 6-wheeler, nice blue and complementary yellow. Obviously it won't be this pretty for very long doing its job. It'd be dusty and dirty. But these things come with, you know, great stereos in now, air conditioning, soundproofing, air sprung seats, you know. It's not a bad place to work, I don't think. You're in your own bubble there. Again, this is Matchbox, and I think this is my favourite piece because it's such an iconic tool, piece of building plant, construction. And she rolls pretty fine as well. Not that that matters, but we'll put them in there, and that is my favourite 10 and my only 10. So 40, I hope this hits the marks there. We've only really got one vintage piece in there. The rest are fairly new, certainly clean. But yeah, so I guess I'm nearly halfway to a Plano case. But again, it don't burn a hole in me. I will pick up these pieces from time to time. I think I've got a forklift that Mick 67 sent me. That's cleaned up and that's ready to go in a case. I've just got so many cars in lately. I've been lucky. So there we go, Ron. I hope that fulfills your mandate. Please take on Ron's challenge. Ron, I'm thinking somewhat sorry. 40, do apologise. Yeah, please take on 40's challenge and check out his website and find out that he's got some fantastic content. He does some wicked customs, and he's a lovely fella. Okay, I'll bid you a good night and be lucky. Bye bye.